What is up, guys? You got Not the Worst here, bringing you a little discussion video. I wanted to talk about some of these changes that are coming to Black Desert Online and what we're looking at. This note was actually released a week ago when they announced the Archer class as well. I saw the Archer tweet and then did a video on that. I didn't know about this note until actually a couple of viewers mentioned it in the comment section of that video, and so I saw it the same day I had uploaded that, which was last Saturday morning. So I read this shortly after that and wanted to do a video. I've just been away a little bit, but I did want to talk about some things that are going on. Some of these were hinted at earlier, like having changes to the Cofferstone usage and things like that. Some of these we didn't know about, and then of course this is also where they dropped Archer on us and some information about that as well. So let's kind of go through it, and then I'm just gonna give kind of my take on some of these things in it. And in this type of video, it's not something to do all the time because it's not like there's crazy Black Desert news all the time, but in this scenario, I want to give my points on a few of these things, and then I want to hear what you guys have to say on it too, which is why I called it a discussion video, because we can discuss it. So yeah, anyways, first thing, this one is the most shocking to me. Let me read through it first, and then I'll tell you why it's shocking to me. What was Renown Score supposed to be? Renown Score was created with these thoughts in mind. It was made the hopes to create intermittent goals and to allow adventurers to feel stronger each time they reach a new stage. It was our intention that Renown Score at the earlier stage in gameplay increases AP to help adventurers defeat monsters faster, then the later stage increased damage reduction to prevent one-hit kills, as it was something that was users worked so hard to accomplish. However, Renown Score was later met with the Cofferstone system, and there were some side effects we didn't anticipate. It was set to be an intermittent goal, but in reality it created an even bigger gap between the top-end users and the rest. This led to allow a single adventurer to be able to take down multiple players, and sometimes led to a situation where adventurers with high Renown Score in guild wars could not kill one another. Okay, so I thought that's where they said, what are we going to do about Renown Score? Okay, we'll rope them on in together then. What was Coffer supposed to be? Supposed to be a mean of getting an equipment to pen grade with a guaranteed success chance by investing a significant amount of time, effort, and silver. Additionally, pen equipment could be enhanced further with the Cofferstone to add even more progression for adventurers that already have pen gear. However, Cofferstone made it more difficult for new adventurers to catch up, as they also affected Renown Score. So what are we going to do? Here's the future plans. First, remove Renown Score and all, keep in mind, because that's been topic of discussion on all Renown Score bonus effects. One more time, I want to emphasize the all Renown Score bonus effects. And I say that because when I'm looking at Discord topics and stuff about it, or posts on the forum, or even comments in other videos and stuff, when I read it, it's like for some reason that term is being used subjectively, and people are like, oh, they're only removing this portion of it, or oh, they're taking out damage reduction, or oh, they're doing this. No, they're removing Renown Score and all Renown Score bonus effects. Okay, got it? Everybody got it? All of it. So they're not only going to remove the Renown Score, but also adjust the balance of DP so that users will be able to fight more fiercely and have a more enjoyable experience. Keep Cofferstones and add in the extraction function. We believe that bonuses earned through Cofferstones are from the efforts put in by adventurers, so we'll keep Cofferstones available for adventurers that wish to grow. We're aware of the excessive competition for Cofferstones in the marketplace. In order to solve this problem, we tried various ways of increasing the price limit or the reservation count, but they were not fundamental solutions. So we're looking towards completing the new marketplace system as soon as possible. As much as we want to change it, we're also afraid the confusion of it will bring by altering existing contents. Starting with the removal of Renown Score, we'll also make changes with caution and thorough reviews, as well as reflecting user feedback fully. So from what that says, with what the information that we're given there, they're going to leave Cofferstone. We don't know exactly how it's going to be balanced. I know there was a test on the public test server about implementing it in a different way, and it looks like they're not going that route. We're getting rid of Renown Score. So my comments on that, right, with that, before we jump into some of the other stuff, my comments with that thing is I don't necessarily get it. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be other balancing and things, but like, I mean, the bonuses are pretty significant off of your Renown Score, right? So I'm just wondering why it wasn't tweaked or something like that, right? Like, I mean, fixing the PvE, which was a topic on Reddit, is like, if you take away Renown Score, then you're like your grind speeds and stuff, obviously you can't be as efficient as you could before when you had a Renown Score, especially when you're in the higher Renown Scores. True, but that's easy to fix. You just reduce like monster damage and HP like before. I think they did an increase on it, if I'm not mistaken, when Renown Score came out to try and balance the additional damage we were doing, but I'm not entirely sure. But overall, I don't entirely get it. Because my thing is, like, if you saw a problem before, right? Like, let's say let's just make it, let's use some colors here, right? Let's say we have something that's blue, okay? And we're playing with the color blue, and the color blue, this is gonna be a terrible analogy. We're making it up on the fly, so screw it. Here we go. Okay, so we're playing with blue. We have blue. We've decided that not everybody's happy with blue. The effects of the blue is not working properly, so we're going to switch it to yellow, right? So now we have yellow, and we have tweaked some other things. Maybe we added a little yellow +1s with some Caphras yellows or whatever. This is such a bad analogy, but it's coming full circle. Hold on a second. So yellow's not working the way we wanted it to. So keep in mind, blue was a big problem, enough that we wanted to completely alter our color. So now we're at yellow, right? So one would think that if yellow wasn't quite the fit either, maybe we combine the two and get a green. We could maybe test out a red strategy. Maybe they did test out a red strategy, something else, right? But with this, if you're just removing it, it's like, all right, blue didn't work the way we wanted it to. So we've moved to yellow, and now we're at yellow and that doesn't work. We're just gonna go back to blue. And so what I'm saying is, like, if you thought there was a problem and you introduced Renown score because of it, balance wise or whatever, keep in mind they introduced that and then revamped all the classes and decided that Dark Knight can have no super armors in Awakening form alongside all the other classes except Mystic. But like, if you identify that there's an issue, you address the issue by implementing something, and then that doesn't work. Why are we going back to a state where the issue is back in the first round? Are we saying because we think that blue plus Caphras stones is going to give us our green color? You know what I mean? Like, it just seems like to me, if there was a little more thought throughout this, maybe there was a different solution. And I can't not help but think that this is going to be another instance where they're using the players on the live servers as guinea pigs for it, rather than running this on the test server. I mean, I'm sure they had some amount of testing, but this just feels really, I don't know. We'll see how it develops. I want to know what you guys think. Tell me what your take on that is. You can also tell me how amazing that analogy was not. Anyway, aside from that, winter changes, some new stuff coming to Black Desert Online. I think we all know Archer's coming on the 12th. So next Wednesday, maintenance, that's coming. He gets his awakening from the start, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to drill through all this stuff because everybody's pretty much read through all of the Archer stuff for sure, and I already did a video on Archer coming out. It's a global release. He gets awakening skills right out of the gate, which is pretty interesting. They changed the main story, like significantly changed the main story to try and make it more interesting. Personally, I'm in any MMO I play, I'm not the type that really like dives into the story. In fact, if you asked me any Black Desert Online like lore, I could answer none of it. Like, absolutely none of it. Like, what is the Black Spirit and what's that thing about? I have no idea. So, I mean, that's cool don't get me wrong. I understand tons of people are into that, and that's like actually a big part of the game. And I have, from what I understand, Black Desert's lore is actually pretty in depth. So I mean, I think that's cool. Change up the story so it's not like everybody rolling their 12th character, and they've done it a million times and they're not like super engaged in it. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, yeah, that's it. Archer's coming. Okay, so new marketplace. I'm gonna read this one a little bit. Advantage of the new marketplace is that there's no waiting time for sales and it is not a bidding system. Okay, it's currently under development. Keep that in mind. This isn't coming out, with Archer next week, but it's on the way as they kind of tweak it. So here's how it's going to work. It'll show the ups and downs of in the price of the items, which will prevent abusive transaction activities. The existing bidding method that depended on probability will be replaced by the new method that will depend on the time an order was made. This will solve many problems with the current marketplace system. It will also be a place for you to store your goods from all your storages. The new marketplace system will be accessible on the web or smartphone regardless of your location. Just on a side note, I think that's incredible. That's great. The current upper and lower limit prices have been held excessively conservatively, so sellers were in an unfavorable position. However, with the new market economy, the general transaction activities will become less restricted. The new marketplace has mass-scaled content, which even requires additional servers. As a result, we expect some time difference among serviced regions for its launch. So, I mean, this just fixes a lot of problems where, like, it sounds like to me this is somewhat going with what they were talking about with Caphras. I mean, actually, it's not even like it sounds like to me. They literally said that the marketplace will be a decent fix for Caphras because you have, like, the rich get richer, right? Like personally, I have, like, just shy of 1,100 Caphras. Oh, no, maybe I was close to 18. I forget. I have a lot of Caphras just saved up just from regular quests, and I've used none of them. But so whatever, you have a lot of, but other players have like thousands and thousands by now because they can afford to just keep sniping them as much as they can, or people that have the time to snipe them. So this is kind of to balance that out. And of course, that doesn't just only apply to Caphras for it. It's going to kind of even out how the marketplace goes and take a little bit of your RNG out of it. I kind of want to see how pre-order is going to work with this. They didn't really talk about it here. I know there were some people talking about how it's working on the PTS, but this also is kind of clear to us that we're not, you know, what's on the test server is not going to be what's going live. I don't believe so anyways. So yeah, there's that. New territory coming out. This, I mean, it's whatever to me. I mean, obviously, I don't even know why they bothered releasing this in the note. To be honest with you, I mean, it doesn't make sense. We just got Dregan. Of course, there's going to be new territory. I don't think we're seeing this for a solid year. Wouldn't make much sense to me, but whatever. Looks cool. I mean, it's whatever. Restricted area from west to Calpheon. What is that? I mean, it looks cool, but what doesn't look cool in Black Desert, really? This is whatever. I mean, it's awesome, but this is... I can't see this coming anytime soon. Would not make any sense. That dude looks like he's had a bad day. That dude looks like he could eat a lot of food. Territory war, Valencia versus Calpheon, kind of an extra thing. Well, I guess what are you? Calpheon's eagerly waiting to strike as they failed previous expedition in Valencia. War can break out in a given moment. A new type of war territory is under development, and it will really bring out this conflict. Territory war is a war between nations. Unlike the war between guilds and conquest or node, all guilds that occupy level 3 and 4 nodes in Calpheon will fight against all the guilds that occupy level 3 and 4 nodes in Valencia. They'll represent each of the nations that occupy the nodes in fight an all-out war. I mean, it sounds really cool. Like I was saying, it's just an extra something to add to a guild war, essentially, but it's like, you know, a bunch of them that have to work together then. I mean, I guess they don't have to. Shadow Arena. This one's interesting to me. I don't know that I like this, but whatever. Let's read it. It's a new battlefield with a form of survival game. Each player who starts as Black Spirit finds a fallen adventurer and possesses it. While playing as the character you possess, you can acquire equipment and skills while destroying nearby supplies and monsters. When everyone is killed except for one survivor, the game ends with a victory message. It does not matter what equipment or level you used in the existing Black Desert Online. The biggest feature of this mode is that everyone starts on equal footing. You must make thoughtful and strategic judgments while analyzing the team's appearance and skills. Once you defeat your opponents, you'll be able to loot their items. Shadow Arena is being developed with the aim of it going live this winter. As of 12/1, last Saturday, we plan on making the content more solid by performing daily tests in the global lab. So it's Fortnite in Black Desert. I'm just curious to see what the rewards for doing this are going to be, because I don't play MMO. I don't play Fortnite, and I don't play MMOs so that I can play Fortnite, if you get my drift. I guess it's cool, but, you know, put in the game, I don't know how interested I'll be in unless it's, like, really good rewards. But then again, I've also, like, never completed I can't remember what it's called now. What's the thing where you got to build the little defense towers while the waves of monsters come in? I can't even think it off the top of my head, but you guys know what I'm talking about. You do it when you don't have, like, gear and stuff to try and get, like, 20 million silver in an hour or something like that. What is it called? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I don't care for this, but I guess, you know, whatever. More diversity to the game brings more players is better for the game overall. You know, that's cool to me or whatever. Oh, Savage Rift. It literally said it right there, man. Okay. Savage Rift. Red Battlefield makes sense though, right? Like, this is something you expect in an MMO. Savage Rift is, I mean, I don't know. And then Shadow Arena is whatever. Also be expected to have experience in silver rewards so that you can level up without having to grind. I'm curious, like, how good is it, you know? But we'll see. It's something different. There's no reason to not like it. It's just not my MMO thing, you feel me? Some updates or events for the Archer update coming. 100% XP event. Archer 1+1 X. I don't really need to explain the XP 100% event. I don't think so. If you do need that explained, it's double XP. So there you go. Archer 1+1 EXP sharing. This is super cool to me. Basically, however much experience you get will be given to a character of your choice up to 99% of level 59. So essentially level 60, but without actually dinging to level 60. This is really, really cool to me. I think I might, like, I'll have to look up, like, the amount of XP from 1 to, like, 50 whatever is going from 59 to 60, because I would either use this on my lawn to go from 59 to 60 because she's at 59 and would like to get to 60, or pick a different character and just level another class at the same time. But it's really, really cool in my opinion to have that, like, just giving you the opportunity to level another character without, you know, wasting your time on a brand new one, or for other players that aren't, you know, that don't have, like, level 61s or 62s or whatever, then you have if your main is, you know, still like 56 or 57 and you just started the game recently, and all of a sudden the Archer's coming out and you're interested in that, but you also don't want to back away from your character. This is really cool, like, catch-up mechanic where devoting your time to the new Archer class doesn't necessarily hinder what you're doing with your other character. And if you end up hating Archer, like, try another class because you leveled up to him at the same time. They're also going to give us a transaction Ethan or whatever thing, or they already did that. No, that's for the Archer when the Archer comes out. So yeah, that's it. That's the stuff on the videos, man. I just wanted to talk about it. Like I said, I know this came out a week ago, and probably most of you guys have already seen it. I just want to kind of cover it. If you haven't seen it, there it is. I'll put a link to this in the description box there below. Also, we have the Drunk Enhancement stream popping up tomorrow, so make sure you follow the Twitch page channel as well, which is also in the description. And yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think. I want to hear some other opinions on this, because a lot of times my opinions are garbage, much like my analogies. So yeah, I want to hear what you guys have to say on it. Just let me know. And that's it, everybody. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and all that stuff that keeps us afloat here in the Not the Worst community. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.